I was told for many years that I should quit drinking, but I did not listen to anyone, especially my mom and my family. I got arrested quite a bit, and it was all when I was intoxicated. There was like I think one time I got arrested, I was sober. I grew up on a resort island, and I became a bartender the day I turned 21. I had my first drink at 14 and freaking loved it. The people I hung out with convinced me that I had to drink to like have a good time. And now that I look back at it, it's definitely something different in myself. I'm not like everybody else. I look at it like I'm allergic and I break out in handcuffs because I like literally do. I tried to keep up with everyone and then I became obsessed. One is too many and a thousand's never enough. And I let it controlled me. I tried to control it and it already had a control over me. My last arrest was really bad. I went to jail covered in someone else's blood. I had stitches. It was really bad. Criminal domestic violence at a high and aggravated nature, and my bond was 25 grand. My cellmate took someone's life in a DUI. I was introduced to AA there. My cellmate was very compassionate and understanding, and she had already been there a year, so she took me under her wing and we went to meetings together. We spent all night talking. I learned a lot from the women I was incarcerated with. My mom was so fed up with me, she didn't talk to me the first week. I was in there and we're best friends, and I decided that something had to change. This was 8 years ago, and rehab really wasn't talked about. Recovery really wasn't talked about. I barely heard about it, and I thought AA was like some kind of cult. But I decided the materialistic things were not worth it, and I sold everything I owned. And my mom helped plan a treatment stay for me. And last minute, I wasn't allowed to the treatment facility I was originally going to because an ex-boyfriend was there. But I ended up I ended up where I needed to be, and it was this great program, 2.5 hours away. Where I live, there's one rehab and one outpatient, one inpatient, one outpatient. So there's not many options. You really do have to go 2+ hours away. Back then, you were able to detox at a hospital, but South Carolina, you cannot detox at a hospital anymore. You can't. State of South Carolina. And we was like no detoxes here. And I think the rehab here does detox you, but it's really pricey, and people don't have money at the end of their using journey or drinking journey. I was truly, truly blessed to have a family still supporting me after all the damage I have caused. So the deal was I was going to go to treatment, sell everything I own, but I had to sit in county jail for 30 days. My mom's like, you have to sit in there. And I'm grateful I did. I was able to make a plan. I knew when I was leaving. That day we bonded out, went to Walmart, but I never went home. I bought like a little mini wardrobe because I had lost some weight in jail, and my mom drove me. It was actually like 3 hours away. It was Labor Day weekend. I want to say it was a Friday. Drove me there, and it was like a newly formed treatment center, and there was probably 10 girls there, and it was like a rented house, and admissions office was the house next to it, and the guy's side was on the other side of town, and there was way more men. And dropped me off, and oh my god, I got to experience food and stuff for the first time after being in jail, so I really appreciated all the salt and sugar and all that. But it was crazy because I had never been around real alcoholics or real addicts, and the stories I was hearing from these girls was like, at times I was like, am I supposed to be here? And then when I opened that blue book and read it, it's when I knew I needed to be where I was. And now that I look back, I had some of the best times of my life there. Treatment was awesome. I met lifelong friends. I learned how to live again. I just celebrated 8 years of sobriety. I am a one chip wonder. I, knock on wood, never relapsed, but I work freaking hard every single day on this, and I recover out loud. And I think that's helped me not relapse, because it's not just me keeping myself accountable, I have everyone else keeping me accountable. But the most beautiful things have happened since I got sober. I have gone through tragedy, though. A few years after I got sober, I lost the love of my life. He fell off a roof at work, and he got sober with me too. So he got to live the most beautiful life before he passed. But that was hard. Staying sober after that was probably the hardest thing I ever did. And then life goes on, and you learn to live with half your heart and learn to live differently. And I was just different after that. I'm still a happy person. It takes a lot for me to cry now, I feel like. But I found love again. I'm truly blessed to be loved by two great men in this life. I had two babies. We own a business. My husband's sober. Life's really beautiful, and I miss my angels, of course, but I look for their signs every day, and they guide me through it all. And I just I recommend this life. I highly recommend it. And if you're struggling, just remember it's really hard to stop, but it's even harder to stop again. So, and if you are thinking about quit, if you're trying to control your alcohol, it probably already is controlling you. I wish I knew that. But maybe I'm your sign. Maybe, I don't know. But that's my little 6-7 minute story. But thanks for following. And we do recover. And life's so beautiful again. Even more beautiful.